Centennial University in Greensburg, Westmoreland County is celebrating its centennial and preparing for its next 100 years at a time when smaller liberal arts schools are competing for a declining number of 18-year-olds. Seton has grown into a co-educational university offering more than 80 undergraduate and 12 graduate degree programs to more than 2,000 students. So, what's next? Well, Mary Finger's back with us. She's president of Centennial University, and welcome. Good to see you.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here, especially at this centennial.
Absolutely, yeah. Happy anniversary, happy centennial, whatever it is. Yeah, quite a story. What were the roots of the college?
Well, thanks for asking. The institution was founded by the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill, and we are celebrating 100 years as being a four-year institution. We received the charter in 1918 as Seton Hill College, but we had been a junior college before that, and two conservatories. So the sisters were actually had their first institution on the hill in Greensburg in 1883. At times, you know, and they're just amazing women, and that whole spirit of entrepreneurship and frontiership is really permeated the institution.
Well, you go back that long way, not quite the frontier in those days, but they must have been an incredibly important resource and asset and force when you think about the Greensburg economy and that community in those days.
It sure was, and it continues to be. It continues to be. We're the third highest employer in the area, after the county and Excella Healthcare. We employ the most people, and you know, at this point we have 2,200 students on campus or online, most of them on campus. We've seen great economic growth. We've had two buildings in the city of Greensburg, a performing arts center as well as another arts building, and we've seen a lot of new coffee shops. Students like coffee shops and restaurants, and so there's been a lot of economic growth as a result of the success of Seton Hill.
Well, it's been a great story of partnership, because you think about the revitalization of Greensburg, the core of the community, you know, the courthouse there, and obviously there's government, but the university's been really involved with working with the city and government in general to kind of make some things happen there.
We sure have, and we continue. I mean, our students do a lot of service. We have a lot of partnerships with everything from, as you say, county and city government, as well as nonprofits like the Blackburn Foundation, the Blackbird Center. We've got a real national presence as well, and which is great. And for particular programs, our physician assistant program, we draw nationally, for example. And the institution really has it's very strong liberal arts base, which is so important in terms of critical reasoning and thinking and being able to write and present and all that. But we've got really strong professional programs, really strong health science programs. One of the first physician assistant programs in the state, dietetics, exercise science, which is a precursor to OT and PT, and we are developing a nursing program as well now.
So that's kind of one of the new things on the horizon.
That's one of the new things.
Well, everything I hear though is that the number of 18-year-olds is declining, is going to keep declining. So how have you been doing with applications and enrollment in recent years?
Yeah, well, last year we had tremendous. We were up 10% over the prior year, largest student enrollment in the institution's history. We're tracking very solidly against that this year. You know, you don't know until everyone comes in the fall, but we're tracking really solidly.
Yeah, you select them, then they decide if they want you. Right.
It's a bit of it is a bit of a process, right? And so, but I think we've been very pleased with the student population, and they were very pleased as well with. We've had some new buildings on campus, a new art center, new science center. Just renovated our cafeteria. We're building a residence hall, so we're growing, and I think we'll continue to grow, and not just at the undergraduate level, but also at our graduate programs. And we also have a small adult, non-traditional population, but that seems to be growing as well. So we're very pleased overall.
And less than a minute left, but I want to really, when you think about the future and the strategy, how do you continue to carve out a role and a niche for Seton Hill?
Yeah, no, that's a really great question. Well, I think we have benefited, as have many institutions in the city of Pittsburgh, from the Allegheny Conference inflection point. I mean, the research done by that group is just top-notch, and it really provides us with a lot of information about what are not just the jobs of tomorrow, but what are the jobs of 10 years from now. And I'm entrepreneurial spirit that the institution has always had. We've got great faculty who are always saying, well, what's next? And so a lot of the way to compete is to make sure that you are saying what's next. And so we've developed a new program in cybersecurity that at this point is a partnership with the National Cybersecurity Alliance here in Pittsburgh, which is a national organization. We're the only undergraduate program in the country that has that partnership. And so they're helping us with curriculum. So I think to your point of how are you making sure that you're competing, you've got to have a really strong alliance with the business community. So as part of that Office of Innovation, we've got a advisory board of community members, business, corporate leaders, some nonprofits. So, and we've actually said, you know, we're thinking about a data analytics program. Can you tell us what you're seeing and what are the issues are? And so they've helped us develop curriculum, internships, all that kind of thing.
Wow, exciting. Great to see it all happening. Glad to hear the report from the Allegheny Conference is doing
it. It sure is.
Yeah. As well. Mary Finger from Seton Hill University.
Okay, thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thanks for having me.
Next up, are those robocalls driving you nuts? We'll offer a few tips to shut them down. Stay with us.